Hey guys, it's Crystal Briefs. In this video, I'm going to talk about 4-4 ranged phal versus 4-4 ranged phal situation. The dynamics involved in this situation is actually quite complicated, so I won't be able to go over everything about it in this video. But I will discuss what I think is the most important for you to remember. So I think a lot of you have come across a 4-4 ranged on range situation in Wonder Rallies in which a rally lead with clearly better stats somehow loses against the one with lower stats. I've seen quite a few YouTubers baffled by this phenomenon. Some of you may already know why, but I'm gonna dig into this a bit more. So this is an example report in which I lost against my testing partner, and he's got about 200% less army stats than I do. That sounds like a big difference, yet I lost the battle. And if you look at the details, it becomes clear why. So both of our ranged fronts get completely destroyed. That's what mostly happens between comps with low number of ranged. But after that, you see my inf is taking a lot of damage, whereas the opponent is only taking some damage on the cav. The damage you see on inf in the opponent is all from Pact 5 familiars. Upon knocking down the ranged, both sides only have inf and cav left. Logically, in that situation you want to take the hit in cav front because there's no troops to do significant damage on the cav. No one would really want to take inf cav comp in inf front, but that awful situation is happening to the stronger one. The squad retargeting sequence is in favor of the less stats. So the question is, why does this happen? I don't have full answers to this question yet, but I've got some theories. First, the hero composition becomes very important. I've discovered that this mechanism occurs stably against 4-4 with 2 inf, 2 ranged, and 1 cav hero comp, while unstably against 1-2 hero comp. Yes, heroes are messing up the retargeting sequence. And by the way, you should have 2 whatever ranged hero when you use 4-4. Don't just have 1 ranged hero just because you don't have another ranged army hero. If you only put 1 ranged hero, you can't really use ranged front, albeit still possible to maneuver. Since heroes can affect the position of a squad, it's reasonable, but how are they affecting the retargeting sequence is a bit of a mystery in this case, which I'm going to pursue in the future, so look forward to the update. I've got hypotheses to be tested. You can try it yourself, but testing is bound to be daunting, so I don't really recommend unless you're like me. The second one is a bit easier to grasp. The timing of the ranged being destroyed seems to be the most influential factor in determining the retargeting sequence. So I'm going to show you 2 battle movies. One is my testing partner winning, and the other is me winning against my partner. So this is the first one. What I want you to look at carefully is around when both the ranged are completely killed off. So this is the second one. I'm winning because I emptied my 3 accessories and I became the one with lower stats. Did you see the difference? You can watch that again by going back. So I've got here a 40-second battle timeline for you as usual. And usually whoever gets their ranged killed first counterintuitively gets the battle dynamics to serve them. Killing enemy ranged faster is often a disservice to you. But what if both ranged is killed almost at the same time? The retargeting sequence even gets more confusing, but the result tend to be a close shave. So if you can tamper with the timing of ranged dying, you can actually aim to win against a lot stronger player. Historically, people have used 749 to beat 947 since it kills the ranged faster due to larger inf count. If you have more ranged like 857, on the other hand, you sometimes get disadvantaged by this mechanism when you use ranged phalanx. So if you're the lower stats in Wonder Rallies and you're pretty sure the opponent is going to use ranged phalanx with 2-2-1 hero comp, you can actually manipulate your comp a bit to encourage the battle dynamics to side with you. The same thing can be achieved by adjusting your stats and familiars. Those things will be discussed more extensively in later videos. Meanwhile, if you're the stronger one and don't want to let the battle dynamics to play against you, there are two things you can do. Start using 1-2-2 hero comp or just use phal instead of ranged phal. By taking 4-4 in phalanx, it can almost guarantee a win against the lower stats, like in this report, unless they're like me. I'm kind of hesitant to spread this info because I've probably got enough views that start to affect the meta environment or the trend of this game. You know, I still want to win against barons and stuff who are not aware of these mechanisms, but you know, it's both for the greater good and for myself. So I think that's it for this video. I'm publishing about these dynamics before doing the basics because a lot of people seem to be oblivious to these mechanisms when looking at their reports. On top of that, I want to start making videos in which I explain battle reports in detail. So having you learn these mechanisms is just more convenient for me. I've got literally hundreds of topics and War of Wonders for videos, so if you want to see more of that, I really appreciate you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and see you later.